Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans as we do every day. This is going to be for Friday, March 14th, 2014. The Nasdaq checks in the Nasdaq section of the market, we've got a little bit of a downside bias. Nothing too extreme, but there's certainly an absence of any buy indications. In addition to that, we definitely have a couple of deviations that are notable. There's a fair amount of open-close deviations. Baidu's got one where it's more than 5% below the day's open. Biogen's got one. eBay has one in place. Wynn's got a real strong one in place, and this one has the downside CPS. We did short Wynn today under about 236 and have a real nice winner going on that, as that one's trading at 231 and change right now. Sinus got a big deviation, but that one doesn't have a signal with it. That one's also got a VWAP deviation, which means it's being hit pretty hard into the close and not bouncing. Note the volume bump with that one. We also have a volume bump in CLAC, one in EA, and there's also one in Amazon that goes along with this this contra sell signal to the downside. And we also did a nice Amazon play today as well. Moving on to the financial patch.
All right, guys. Well, new stock pips for my new Forex call.
The financials are definitely stacked up to the downside here with all CPS signals. So these are all very, very strong signals. American Express also has an open-close deviation to go with the signal. We've got an open-close deviation in ICE, but no signal in that one. Visa, nice open-close deviation, and that one also has a downside CPS. Morgan Stanley doesn't have any deviations here. It does have a signal to the downside and also a volume bump. Moving on to the energy names, seeing a lot of sloppiness here. BTU's got a deviation, as does PBR and RIG. RIG's also got an explosion in volume here as well. That's probably just a really bad choice of words. Schlumberger's got a downside CPS, so keep an eye on that one too. Archcoal ACI has a contra candle to the downside. Let's move on to the generals, where we're going to see a pronounced bias here to the downside with a lot of CPS conditions here. Got some deviations as well. VMware's got one to the downside. Pfizer, HPQ is flirting with one, and so is GE. Got a volume bump also in the Pfizer and the VMware's reversing on some pretty good volume today. Housing names are very sloppy to the downside. DHI, Home Depot, Hovnanian and Toll all have downside indications. Hovnanian's just been getting hosed over the course of the last week or so. As far as the transport names go, they're all fairly sloppy. We've got a volume bump in CSX. We also have one in UPS. Dry ships playing out to the downside. They're all down more than 1% versus the day's open. Commodities, couple of sell indications here. We've got an RPS and Barrick Gold and also Double G. These have been actually the stocks have been actually lagging the gold futures. Gold futures broke out of the cup and handle yesterday. The commodities are trying. The commodity producing stocks are trying to get there today, but with some struggling. Got downside CPS and AA and also ACH. ACH has a volume bump to go along with it. So on balance, definitely seeing some negative price action here. It looks like we're going to be settling today in such an area that we could actually gap down tomorrow. The trend is not too high; it's below 3. It's elevated 2.36, but we could see a gap down tomorrow, and that's definitely being supported from what we're seeing with our signals today. So outside of any news to mitigate that, I would kind of be prepared for a little bit of a bumpy opening tomorrow. All right, folks. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich from tradesight.